Oh, and I fucked up the camera. Look at that. Good. What's up, guys?
Oh, you're gonna have to edit that out now.
Nah, it's part of the charm.
Alright.
All right, guys. What's up? Welcome to A Case of the Sundays, episode 17. The date is.
Date is actually
You always remember.
Sunday, November 28th.
Sunday, November 28th. Okay. Yeah, you're the one that always remembers the date. I always forget the date.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to dates.
So I hope you guys had a great holiday.
Thanksgiving. If you celebrate. Because some of our guys are out of the country, they don't celebrate. So yeah. we respect that.
Also, we're using a new mic today. We're back to the Yeti. Thanks to Truth. So please let me know.
Last episode, yeah, it was
bro,
a good one.
Thanks, bro. Please let us know. I wish that. I'm like upset now. There's a dot on it because it looks so new. Please let us know how our audio is. We are back to a Yeti, a brand new Yeti. I literally just took it out of the box. You guys know me and Truth been putting money in this thing. I mean, if you go watch the first episode and then you watch it now, like we probably put in together maybe what. We broke up together with everything, and it actually does show.
I'm not keeping.
No, I'm showing it compared to like, if you go look at like the first couple episodes compared to now.
I mean, we're making changes.
We're making changes, and it looks so much better. It sounds so much. Every upgrade has been better, and now we can read chat better because we have a little stand that I bought for my iPad. We'll get a better iPad at some point or something bigger to read chat. But before, we used to have to look down, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
The last like 3 or 4 podcasts, we just look right here and read you guys' chat.
Yeah, so it's definitely better.
So, we're excited that it's going. Sounds great right now. Awesome. We're excited that we keep going up and up with this.
I better keep watching the YouTube uploads.
Bro, keep watching.
Tell your friends about it.
Tell your friends about me.
I don't care if they don't care. Tell them.
Be
like, hey, mom, dad, cousin, brother, sister, look at this. Look at it.
Just look at it. Mute it and look at it.
Look at this ground.
Look at this photograph. Holding the thing. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm excited about the production. Hopefully, I'll have everything ready to get this. I should, based on how I'm reading how to do it, have everything ready to get this podcast out to Spotify and iTunes.
Put it on Tidal. Put it on Tidal too.
On Tidal, there you go.
No, I use Tidal because I actually have I used to work for Sprint technically, so I have a Tidal account through Sprint now. So basically, what's cool, they upgraded everyone's accounts, and it's really cool now. They do this thing where if you use Tidal, not saying you guys should use it, but if you are in the market to change your podcast, viewing experience or your music streaming experience, because it's gotten infinitely better over the past couple of years. I've been using Tidal because the first Tidal wasn't good. But one thing I thought that was cool was, I think Tidal Hi-Fi, I don't know the price, but we'll just say $10, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna hypothetically say. Music quality is really good when it's on Hi-Fi, but the really cool thing now that they do, starting I think last month, is it takes your top 2 artists that you stream for a month, based on a minimum amount of streams, and they give 10% of your subscription to that artist.
Okay.
So I think that's really cool.
Right,
I think if Apple Music and Spotify were to do something like that, I think that'd be infinitely cool for artists.
Let me figure out the 2 biggest platforms first, and then I'll go to Tidal. Because I also want to put it on the podcast app on iOS.
Bro, I'm telling you, we gotta jump on Tidal.
We do. I agree with you completely.
I think that's so cool.
But I have to figure out the easier ones first. Because I know.
Just jump into the complex.
Nah, bro, I can't do it. So we're gonna I mean very quickly. Once we put it on iTunes and Spotify, immediately after the first quarter of 2022, I planned I'm putting it on iOS and now look the Tidal. But we're trying to put it out there to as many viewers as possible, as many listeners as possible.
Yeah. So,
yeah, so far so good. The topics for today. Tonight. The Tonight
Show. Featuring Thanksgiving.
Yeah, featuring Thanksgiving. Are holiday sales really sales? Like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, these crazy long week sales, especially now. It feels like there's a sale going on from Black Friday all the way to the day before Christmas. It's like the whole month is just fucking sales.
I wouldn't even say Black Friday. They've had a lot of online. I've seen a lot of companies do a lot of pre
Black Friday sales. So, yeah. The second one is the ocean soup.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we'll
elaborate that later.
And how do we learn to a little more serious one is how do we learn to either embrace or accept change in our life, because you can't. It doesn't matter what you do. You could do nothing. You could sit down in a chair and just look at a wall, and change is gonna happen. You literally could not do anything to change it. So how do we accept that? Because a lot of people are afraid of change and they like living in their own little world. And I feel like that's a terrible, not a terrible way to live, but it's a bad outlook, because then you kind of go from that to woe is me when change happens instead of learning to.
Yeah, everybody. Ocean soup sounds ominous.
Yeah. So let's start with are holiday sales really sales? So
yes,
I'm gonna say 40% of the time, yes. 60%.
Why 60%?
Because having been, I mean, you work in a different type of retail. Because phones are, and service are
it's a necessity.
It's a necessity, but it's like a weird retail, because you can have sales, but the sales work in like a subscription-based version.
No, we still have.
Yeah, but most of the time, people don't just show up with $1,200 and buy a phone. It's usually you put a payment plan behind.
Right.
So I'm saying it's like a subscription-based sale, but they exist, but it's not the same as like I'm going to buy a video game, I'm going to buy clothes, I'm going to buy TV.
It's a good way to say it like this. I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to speak for, just my experience in wireless. The reason why...
Oh, okay, hold on. I'll angle the mic. Go ahead.
The reason why... So the reason...
It can.
So the reason why... I'm trying to like formulate this. The reason why you're saying you're paying, so ultimately the company is basically trying to retain your business through monthly service, right?
Correct.
So basically the reason why they give you the sale on the device or devices is because they want your business over the course of X amount of months, right?
Correct.
But here's the catch: why they don't. It's not like you go to supermarket and it's like, I can't say Publix. So it's not like you go to the supermarket and you go buy one get one free, and at the point of sale buy one and the other one discounts free. The reason why, if you were to do that in a wireless space, why it's over the course of time to lock in that subscription is because what's stopping you? Let's say if I gave you that $1,200 phone free, second one free. What's stopping
you from walking away and
leaving
it? Yeah,
and not even selling it. What's stopping you from leaving and going to a cheaper wireless?
Yeah, exactly.
Or going back to the wireless brand new. Let's say you switched over.
Yeah, exactly.
What's stopping you from going back, right?
And
so that's why it has to be like that.
Yeah, but that was my point. Is like it's a weird retail, not retail space. But when it comes to regular sales, not regular sales. I don't even know why I said that. When it comes to just sales, as far as these holiday sales, I'm gonna say 40% of them are real. And having been, in retail even before GameStop, I also worked. And having been in retail a long time and then being retail management a long time, one of the things you notice from a lot of these electronic clothing, shoe store, doesn't matter, is that even throughout the year, prices are changed based on need and altered based on sales.
Exactly.
So most of the sales, there's that meme going around right now where it's like, okay, wait a minute, hold on, that TV is $6.99, hold. It's $6.99, hold, and then at Black Friday it's $6.99, discounted from $8.99,
right? And
everyone's like, go buy it. There is a lot of truth to that.
Yep.
Now there's a lot of, if you look, you can find sales. That's why I say 40% of the time they're like, we have to actually make a sale. But a lot of the times it really is that. That happened at GameStop a lot.
So here's
like a crazy amount of time where you guys went in, oh my god, this item is $20. It was $40 last week, and I'm like, yeah, but a month ago it was $15 because I did the price changes.
Right.
So I know for a fact that you're still paying more than what you could have if you came 2 months ago.
So I'm gonna say this, right? Let me hold up. The games to be sold, not to be told. That's a good one.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say this, right, and in conjunction with what you're saying, right? So the sales, in my opinion, are real, right? Obviously, if you do enough searching, if you do enough, we'll use the term due diligence in this space.
Yeah,
you do enough due diligence.
The word research has been ruined the last couple of years.
So I mean, you can still use research.
Due diligence is a better word.
Yeah,
it's absolutely a better word.
But you can still substitute, the word research. You'll find a sale if you do your own due diligence. You'll find a better sale. But here's what I'm gonna wholeheartedly say about those sales as well. So with these Black Friday sales, right? So here's where they get you, because I think it's like treasure hunting, best way to put it, right? Or if you
it's like a scavenger hunt.
No, I don't want to use the word scavenger hunt, because scavenger hunt implies like I'm giving you a set of conditionals to find the treasure, right? When I use the word treasure hunt, I'm just giving you a map.
Oh, I guess.
I'm giving you a map and I'm like, find it.
Yeah, but some Black Friday sales have conditions. You get this if you buy this. That happens a lot.
Right, and that's not what we're looking for, because one of those sales is the $15 previous sale that's not $20.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not.
A lot of the times it is. But
you're right.
But what I'll tell you is, and they mix them all, every company mixes them different. So for the most part, doorbuster deals are fake.
Yes.
They're fake.
100%.
But then there's always one that makes 0 sense.
Because that's what I was saying. Because they have to make you go. Yes. They have to get you.
There's always one that makes 0 sense. So it'll be like, I'll just make one up. I'm not using a specific company. I'm not using an actual sale. I'll just make up a sale. It'll be like, this plasma screen TV, even though they don't make plasma screens anymore. We'll just say plasma. This plasma screen TV was $1,000. First 100 people in the door, $50.
Yeah.
And then it's like everybody's like losing their mind.
$250.
No. I'm talking about something. I've seen stuff like go way like 90% off, right? 95% off. Right?
You know what that is?
And that's just to get people in there.
And you know what that is too? How they do that? Overstock.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. When something is overstocked, it'll be.
You can take a hit.
That's the best way. Yeah, you can take a hit. That's the best way, because it's been sitting on your shelf so long that if you sold it as brand new, you wouldn't make a profit on it anyway. So to increase the sales numbers of the goal of the store,
right?
Not the profit numbers, the sales numbers. You take a plasma TV that used to be $1,000 3 years ago and make it $100 for a limited time, and then it's $450.
It's the first 100 people. And
something like that.
Now here's the catch, and this is what they're trying to double dip here too. The smart guy that camped out within reason, didn't overdo it, didn't have to shit in a tent or anything like that. Just a smart guy. Let's say he's number 57 in line. I'm throwing it out of the 100.
Yeah.
He knows he's guaranteed one as long as he doesn't move, right? So he waits. He gets his TV. Here's the kicker. He goes home, right? Now, everyone else out of that 100 is probably going to let some greed set in and say, shit, I got this TV for $50.
Oh, now I need...
No. Not they're not going to say that. They're going to say, this was such a steal, I can buy more because I came in with the mindset of spending up to yada, yada, yada. Yes. That was the wallet I came in with. So contestant number 57 is smart. Hey, I got my shit. I waited. I'm going home, right?
Yeah.
So now everyone else in that first 100, they're going to double dip on them, because it's like, we have you in the door.
And they're going to say, oh, you got this. Why don't you get this?
They're going to upsell the things on the TV, but not even that. What do you do immediately after you win? What is it in human nature? What do you do after you win? You chase another win. It's just fucking human nature.
Yeah.
Y'all see on my stream, I can't get off, guys. I didn't win. It's just human nature, right? I do it. Most of you guys do it, but contestant 57 doesn't do it because he's a fucking genius, right? And he knows when to cut his losses, and he knows when to leave the table.
Yeah, he's right? Like, I spent my $100.
I spent my we're gonna say $50.
$50. I spent my $50.
I spent my $50. I'm gonna go home and probably make love to my beautiful wife and support my family with the savings that I saved on this TV, because he's smart, right?
Yeah, but
him or her, they're smart.
Yeah, but they could have saved $50 by just not buying a TV. They probably didn't need.
Well, no, but he weighed the options. That's why he used this time. He was like, this time is worth it. This time
he could have spent with his wife.
But now he's gonna spend it with this new. He's gonna go like blow her back out and then turn on that new TV when he's done.
Yeah.
and then support his family with the leftovers,
and
right?
then she's gonna be disappointed as always.
Nah.
That's usually how.
That's a smart guy, bro. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying, right? You got to be careful when you Black Friday shop or holiday shop because you can be that winner that gets the doorbuster or gets the crazy sale. But then if you go in with a mindset like, "Yo, I have $1,000 to spend," you don't have to spend the whole 1,000.
No,
you can still come out like.
I will say that sometimes with sales though, like I said, if you look hard enough, you can find a good sale. But it depends. Like here's a version of a bad sale because most of us are gamers here, right? So
that man sounds goated.
Yeah, that man is goated. So let's talk about, since we're all gamers, we'll talk about games. What is a good sale, right? A good sale would be, let's say you always wanted to play Mario Odyssey on the Switch, right? Mm-hmm. Probably one of the best Mario games since Sunshine. Yes. Honestly. It's so fucking good.
Really good.
Well, it's been $60 since it came out. It hasn't dropped. It hasn't even dropped. $60. Yeah, it's still $60. For 5 years, this thing has been $60 fucking dollars. And you go to the Nintendo store, GameStop, or Best, wherever you go, and the game is $35. That is a great sale. Because that game is always $60. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's not a game that ever fluctuates in price. And if it does, I think games go to $50. Yeah, it's like greatest hits $50. It's not like greatest hits PlayStation $20. Right. It's greatest hits $54.99. You say $5.
$54.99.99.
Yeah. And so that's a great sale. If you can get yeah, but it's still a good sale because even though they're stingy, right? Even though they're stingy, you are getting value because the game is clearly not dropping at all. This isn't like Cyberpunk came out last year at $60. Now everywhere you can usually buy it for $30.
Bro, I got mine for $10.
Yeah, but
that's the only reason why I bought it.
But
it came with a steel book and everything.
You go back and you look on Steam sale, and Cyberpunk is, instead of $30, is $20.
It's $2.60.
That's not a good sale.
It's $2.69.
Right? Yeah, that's not a good sale. You're saving $10, or you could be saving you have to weigh the options if you look at them.
Right.
I think one is an acceptable sale, one is not an acceptable sale.
Exactly, and that's going back to what you were saying. You have to or what we were saying. You kind of have to weigh the options and really have that treasure map mentality. Like, yes. Hey, like I know what my treasure is. I know what I'm going for because it's so easy to burn money, and it's so easy to burn money during the holiday time. Especially if you're a giving person. If you're not a giving person, it's a little bit easier for you. But then, if you're in the holiday rush and you just want to go, especially if
you're not gonna go to 5 stores and find, this one is Mario Odyssey for $35. This one has it for $30. This one has it for $40. This one has it for $40. Right. If you're in a hurry and you're a mom, you're gonna buy that game for $40 because it's still a $20 savings.
Right.
You're not gonna hunt for the $30.
Right, unless you have the time. But
unless you have which most people don't during the holiday. To your point.
Yeah, if you're a giving person, it's so easy to get just caught up because then you buy something for yourself and you're like, oh, my mom will love this, my dad will love this, my friend will love this, that, and then you just start spending more and more and more, and that's like literally how they get you, man. They take it, they get your emotions at a very vulnerable time.
I'd be sacrificing my life just for siblings to break their stuff within 2 days.
You're a prime example of like exactly what I was saying. Like,
bro, here's what you do.
Not saying that's a bad thing. You're a giving person.
I got you over. Here's what you do. You buy your sibling unbreakable cone and see how long it takes them to break them. Then once they break, you take a picture and you go to the company and say, this shit broke. It's unbreakable. What the fuck? Give me my money back.
But here's the thing. If you buy them unbreakable cone, right?
And they break it in 2 days, there's got to be a longer warranty than 2 days.
What if you buy them unbreakable cones? They're both.
No, it doesn't matter. They can have beards. Can they? Maybe they don't shave their armpits.
You comb your beard?
I do comb my beard. I have a specific here. If you don't believe me, I have a specific comb for my beard.
Beard comb?
Yeah, I'm not playing. I do this at work, bro. You sit there and
face.
That's actually, what's funny? It's exactly.
Because you already combed this shit. Why you still combing it? It's itching your face.
That's 100% what it is. My face gets itchy and I'm like, oh, let me bust out my comb. And when the mask thing was going on, that's how I got around not having to wear the mask for 8 hours. I'd be like, shit. Put the mask back on.
You goddamn fucking infecting everybody. Crazy. Buy them dirt and call it Play-Doh. Nah, that's fucked up, bro.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Nah, but like I said, you're a giving person and they take advantage of that. Not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, but you have to know your limits, right? So our Thanksgiving sales, our holiday sales, yes. But for me, what constitutes a sale is the crazy offers that you have not seen at all within the year. So like I said, that big TV going down 90%, you know what I'm saying? That AAA Mario
and thank
game
God
going
a lot
down
of those
going down 50%, you know what I'm saying?
I thank God a lot of those are now digital. Like Amazon changed the game. A lot of those doorbuster deals you can get if you stay up all night at home. As opposed to staying up all night outside of a store, which I've done many times.
I've only done it once. I think we did it. Me and my friends, we did it.
I think I've done it 4 or 5 times. I did it for Halo 2. I did it for Halo 3. Well, other than running my own, those don't count. I mean, me going to wait, like personal. I did it for the Nintendo NES Classic.
Okay, I remember.
Because those were fucking impossible to find.
For a little bit, yeah.
It was something else I did.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, which is hilarious, low key. So there was one year I actually went Black Friday shopping, like, legitimate Black Friday shopping, with my friends, and it was like 5 or 6 of us. We actually went to Walmart. So after all my friends had eaten, we met up at one of my other friends' house, and we took 2 cars and we went to Walmart. And it was the first time I'd ever been in like, you know, a Walmart type environment. I've been to like busy malls, but the mall is a lot more. The mall is controlled. It's controlled to an extent.
Yeah. There's an order even when there's chaos. There's sort of like a flow to them.
Right, and then with the mall too is people start to like they start to break off the mall and go to other stores once they see all the good stuff gone. Right. Yes. So with Walmart is just a constant madhouse for that entire day. So I went literally. I think we met up at my friend's house at 11. This was before like places started opening at, you know, like 6 p.m. Thanksgiving. 5
p.m. on Thanksgiving. Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Which if you're a company, you open 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Thanksgiving.
By the way, shame on GameStop, because until the day I stopped working for them, they said we will never open on Thanksgiving. We make this pledge now, and literally the year I left, that coming year,
like, hey guys, what with
Thanksgiving? They opened at 8, and now they open at 5.
You guys fucking suck. Let them people stay with their family, even if they're not eating Thanksgiving dinner. Just give them the day off.
Yeah, that's so
the entire day. So anyway, this was before the company started doing that. Before it became the norm. So we met up at 11. Got to Walmart by like, let's say 11:45. And first of all, the first mistake we made was we were just part of the chaos. We didn't know what we wanted. We didn't even look at an ad. We were just like, let's just go, right? We all had extra money. Let's go, right? So first and foremost, if you're ever going to join that shenanigans, have a plan. Know what specific item or items you want. Going in there without a plan, we walked out empty-handed. Some of my friend, he ended up getting something. I can't remember. But it was something he wanted, right? But
yeah, because you're just looking.
Right, because every one of us, and I'll never forget this moment, right? So they had us kind of like, you know, waiting outside, and then they started to let people in slowly, right? Then, for some reason, the people that were guiding the people in, I guess they needed to go in and help corral the people in there. So they leave the front doors, and now everyone starts rushing the front doors. And I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck. So we get in. No one got trampled, thank God. So we get in, and all of a sudden, it looks like, bro, the best way I can describe it is if you guys have ever been to like a state fair, not the county fair, but like a state fair, and it's like opening weekend at the state fair, and it's just packed. But times 4. It was just mad. It was just, I've never seen a Walmart probably, because you know how every building has a fire capacity? Like, only like 2,000 people in. That shit was probably way over fire capacity.
Bro, and
if a fire broke out, we were dead.
And you know this was way before COVID because...
Right. Way before. So, literally, what ends up happening, bro, is...
Alright, D-Flecker,
yeah, he's wilding for that. He's wilding. Right. So we're like shifting through the crowd, and we have to move like little by little because there's just that many people. And I remember it was like they have like the different sections, like grocery. Like they didn't even have like the grocery stuff. They didn't have all that, right? Yeah. It was just like what they had were pallets, right? So they were pushing these pallets out into the different sections of Walmart.
And people were just grabbing
and like they were trying to tell people like where you would get it, and people have to grab it, right? So I'll never forget this. This memory will never leave me. So they had these sound bars, little cheap sound bars, right? Like probably like normally $100, but they had a Black Friday deal for like $30, right? Bro, that Walmart employee, bro, he brought the pallet out. They cleared a little path for him to bring the pallet out. He takes the pallet jack, drops it, and disappears back into the crowd. Literally disappears, right? And I was like, what the fuck? So that tripped me out. And then all of a sudden, he didn't do anything to the pallet, right?
He like ninja jutsu.
No, like it was just like he walked in and it was just like gone. And I was like, that tripped me out.
No, he walked in and just the crowd ate him. That's it.
That's what it looked like.
That was his last day.
So
no!
that just tripped me out. The way he just disappeared. The second thing was, most of the people who were dropping the pallets off the pallet jack, they took a box cutter or what looked like a knife, because everything was wrapped with
the cellophane, the big ass cellophane.
So it was wrapped. This dude, I guess he just wanted to get the fuck up out of there, so he didn't unwrap it. So this lady just takes her hand and just yanks that, and then it just literally, bruh, the whole thing just opens up, and all you see is a bunch of hands grabbing the pallet, and it's just everything is just like one by one, just leaving. And I just remember watching that scene. I was like, wow, I don't want to be here. And I was just like, and it was just it was fun, but it was crazy.
Those industrial cellophane, that is a strong woman, because you could not pull that off.
Yo, she got a good grip on
those things, when they go all the way around and they do like 2 or 3 wraps, you are not grabbing that with one hand and ripping it. That lady,
she wanted that soundbar.
That lady was like,
and it was like some random cheap brand, bro. Like I'm like,
no, seriously, those things are hard. I genuinely don't think you can do it. I think both of us together with 2 hands could maybe like you do like a tear, like a rip, bro, but not take it off.
Bro, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there was multiple people that grabbed it, but that's just what I saw.
That's that adrenaline, bro. That's that. She's like.
I just remember the guy disappearing, dropping the pallet, and then that pallet being
She
gone.
killed him. That's what happened. She took the guy. And she just...
And it was just so... It was one of those kind of louds. It was so loud, it was quiet.
Yeah.
Everything is just meshing together, and it's just like you can't hear, but yet again, you can fucking hear everything. Like,
bro, that lady is a super villain, bro.
Bro, that Black
Bro, that's
Friday
the grip.
Wild.
That's the grip you don't want. If she can rip that off, you better.
She and those people wanted those cars. And it's like in the grocery aisle too, and it's like that also is what tripped me out, because it's like,
well, that actually does make sense, because if they forced everybody into like electronics, it wouldn't work. They would have had to expand. There's no way.
That's what they were doing. Yeah. There's pallets like all over the store, and they had different.
That's like the only thing that makes sense.
But yeah, man. So
that
was my holiday story.
So, well, let's do the second topic here. Is ocean soup?
No.
I think it is.
Let me actually look up the definition of soup.
Okay, look at the soup. But what does soup consist of?
Broth.
Wait, broth. Okay, but what is broth?
Let me look up an actual definition.
Right, there's water in soup, right? There has to be.
Yeah, your base.
Yep, you got water. What else is in soup?
But I would say broth more than anything.
Yeah, but what is broth? Broth has water in it.
Hold on, we're gonna.
Broth isn't just
look up soup definition.
A brand new liquid.
Let me see if I can find the Merriam-Webster. All right, so.
Chad, help us out here.
This was actually updated 7 days ago.
It's ocean soup.
So, essential meaning of soup, according to Merriam-Webster.com, a food made by cooking vegetables, meat, or fish in a large amount of liquid.
Okay, so in the ocean, there's liquid, right?
Okay.
What else is in the ocean?
Water.
I just said that, liquid water. Okay. So what else is in the ocean?
Fish.
All right. And there's fish soups out there, right?
Right.
Okay. What else is in the ocean?
Mystery.
No. What consists of soup? Vegetable, right?
Oh yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Kelp. And there's also seasoning in the ocean.
So salt.
So there's salt. And the ocean isn't cold all the time. It can be warm. You can have warm. You don't have to have hot soup. You can have warm soup.
And
actually, some soup is ate cold.
Then you get hurricanes.
Yeah, but some soup is actually made cold.
Oh, hold on. So the definition of broth: liquid in which meat, fish, cereal grains, or vegetables have been cooked. So basically,
and there's parts of the ocean that are almost boiling.
But I mean that shit is cooking.
Almost boiling. Okay, I want you to go stand in something that's almost boiling. Tell me you don't fucking cook.
So you think everything just in that almost boiling spot just instantly cooks?
No, but I'm saying it can be cooked.
Like it's just a
broth is the flavor of all that stuff.
So
marinating.
So let's say
ocean is soup.
So let's say the Kraken accidentally, or a Kraken accidentally.
Ocean's food to fish, and you can eat the ocean, just not a lot of it.
Hey, it's true. So run me through the boiling part of the ocean rationale.
Okay.
Let's say there's a Kraken, giant squid, right? Swims through the boiling part. You make it seem like it's gonna instantly cook.
But it's gonna
instantly turn into calamari.
No, but the flavor of the Kraken will be absorbed by the water, turning it into broth because it's going through that, right? So it makes broth. So my point is, the ocean, by definition, is soup.
It's not soup, bro.
It's seasoned. It's seasoned hot water with meat and vegetables. That's soup. That's soup.
It's too much. What kind of soup do you know full of mystery, bro?
There's mystery soup!
No, there's not.
There is a Campbell's mystery soup!
Let me look that up. I don't believe that either. Listen, man, most soups I eat is not a mystery. I know what I'm signing up for.
It's not seasoned. It's seasoned. It's just not seasoning that me and you're gonna put on there. It's definitely seasoned though.
It's just too much mystery for me to believe.
You could put salt in water. It's not gonna taste like the ocean. You taste the ocean. That bitch seasoned.
Oh my god!
I told you there's mystery soup.
Well, there's like different recipes for it. And
yeah,
they look sketchy.
Because it's all a fucking mystery. You know what it is? It's McRib.
Yeah.
Just throw McRib. It's a mystery.
Hold on. This one is from grouprecipes.com. Let's see. Let me see. Ingredients. Mystery soup. 1 10-ounce can of tomato pieces in soup. 1 10-ounce can of split pea soup. 6-ounce can of crab meat. What the bruh?
And that's, I guess, the mystery is
all they did was just literally just combine 2 pieces of already made soup.
Yeah, and made mystery soup. So the ocean is soup.
Mystery.
And yes, the hot dog is a sandwich.
Hot dog is not a sandwich.
I can prove it. I can prove it right now. What do you call a public sub? Would you call that a sandwich?
It's a submarine sandwich.
But would you call that a sandwich?
It's a submarine sandwich.
Yes. You get it, but it's a sandwich.
Yes, sandwich.
So the sub, it's not cut in half. It's cut like a hot dog, and you put the meat in it. And a hot dog is cut like this, and you put the meat in it. Hot dog's a sandwich.
Yeah, if you go to like the National Glizzy Convention talking about this, they're gonna stone you, bro.
No, they're not. They're gonna be like, oh, I can't sing that song. I can't sing that song, but I'm gonna be eating the glizzy, and everyone's gonna sing that song.
They'll be like, hey yo.
But look, you go to Subway, same thing. They don't cut it all the way through. They cut the top like a hoagie, and you put the meat in it. And you eat it like a hot dog. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Bruh, hold on, no. You eat your...
You don't eat your thing like this?
I ate it just head on.
How do you eat the hot dog? Like this? Who eats a hot dog like this? You eat it like this. Nobody actually eats a hot dog like this unless they're a whore. They have to really be sucking dick if you're going straight into a hot dog.
That's how you eat one.
No, I eat it like this.
Bro, that one time you're like, hey, Truth, watch this.
I've never said that, ever.
You're like, hey, bro, want to see something cool?
That's never happened. You're such a liar. That's never happened.
It didn't happen. It's just funny.
But you don't eat a hot... It's like tacos. How do you eat it? When you eat a taco, do you tilt your head?
No, you tilt the taco.
No, you tilt your fucking head. You don't tilt the taco.
I tilt the taco. If it's a hard shell, I tilt
You go like this, and you just keep your head straight? No, you tilt your head, motherfucker.
I don't always tilt my head.
Yes, you do. Eat a taco.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yes, you tilt
your fucking head. But you're like going like this.
A taco is a sandwich.
Bro,
It's a Mexican sandwich.
It's not.
Hispanics, but we want our own sandwich.
No, they.
And they put tortilla.
Bro, you're so disrespectful.
That's not disrespect.
They actually have a torta, which is an actual.
I get yes, and a burrito is not a sandwich. Because I was reaching there.
A burrito is
I
more
was reaching
of a wrap,
there.
bro.
Yeah, that's
you
more
just
of a wrap.
have
A wrap is a sandwich. A sandwich wrap. No, bro. Everything's a sandwich. Everything's a sandwich. The ocean is sandwich soup.
No, it's not, bro. Dog, the ocean is not soup to me. But I agree with your. I agree with your. I agree with your right to have an opinion. There we go.
You agree to my right to being right. I get it. It's fine.
Ocean
I don't know how we went from ocean is a soup.
Eating that hot dog like Joey Chestnut. Yo, I ain't saying that last part. This man is wild. Yo,
That's
Joey Chestnut is he is a god though. You gotta be a man to one, eat that much food, and two, eat that specific kind of food.
Yeah, that's true.
And also the guy from Japan that he's always competing with, that guy's a god too. Like, I eat like 3 hot dogs or hamburgers and I'm full. How the fuck you eat like 40 plus?
I don't know.
And then they do be dipping the shit in the water, bro. It's so unappetizing, but they still make it work.
Because it's not about eating the food at that point, it's about getting it down.
Bro, they really dip the entire blizzard in that fucking water.
So we've established that ocean soup, hot dog's a sandwich, wraps, sandwich wraps. It's a sandwich.
We didn't.
A gyro is a Greek sandwich.
It's a euro actually.
Yeah, but American.
Because
I know. But the point is, that's a Greek sandwich. A quesadilla, that's a smush sandwich. Everything's a fucking sandwich. That's it.
Man, I'm gonna. You know what?
It's over. A salad with croutons, that's a snot. Okay.
I'm about to say, that doesn't make any sense. It's not even holding together. It's on the bowl. Are you gonna eat the bowl?
Oh, so actually, soup can be in the sandwich because you can go to what's that fucking restaurant? Panera Bread, and put soup in a bread bowl and eat it. Making soup into a sandwich.
That's a great idea, though. Who thought of that? We're gonna hollow out this bread and put soup in it.
Well, I don't think they did, but whoever thought of it.
That's a great idea. It's a great idea. I don't like Panera Bread that much, but the idea of bread bowl is
yes. They were like, we want to make sure everyone goes to sleep after. They're like, you created the itis, we created the coma.
Right.
It's better when you get the bread bowl with the baked potato soup.
That's some fat boy shit, bro.
And then you just die.
If you really think about that, that's like some fat dude was really like, oh.
You know what I like though? If you've been looking at a lot of new products in like fast food or restaurants and stuff, you can definitely tell weed's getting legalized because some of the shit they come up as wild.
Nah, I don't even think it has anything to do with marijuana legalization. What it has to do with is no, it has nothing to do with it. You know what it has to do with? People are just running out of ideas.
No,
you remember when the double down existed? Marijuana legalization wasn't even a talk when that was.
No, but they're
just running out of ideas. Like who thought? Like, bruh. We're gonna remove the buns off of a sandwich and make chicken the bun. That's such a terrible take.
Well, Dunkin' Donuts, not Dunkin' Donuts. Was it Dunkin' Donuts that had the burger for a while where the bun was a donut?
There's a lot of places that did. I don't know who did it specifically. KFC had a chicken and waffle sandwich.
Yeah, people.
They made the bun.
And IHOP is absolutely run by a pothead. Have you ever looked at the menu at IHOP? And you tell me that person doesn't smoke weed?
No, they don't.
You're high. You're the high one. Every time I've gone to IHOP, which hasn't been like, it's been like 10 years since I've gone to IHOP. But
see, it's been 10 years since I've gone to IHOP.
And 10 years ago, I was like, yo, who's the pothead that designed
When is the last time? Okay, when's the last time you've realistically seen an IHOP menu?
Honestly, it's probably been 6-7 years because the last time I went to IHOP was with the group with Versus before CSM was like, we're talking like the second year of running 2016, end of 2015, beginning of.
See, right. So you're basically like, you're saying like, oh, I looked at this one time 8 years ago, and this is a pot. No, you got to look at it recently. Like,
if I go look at it recently, it's gonna have like the bacon Cheeto Kool-Aid with 2 eggs sunny side up and hash browns burger. Bro?
Bro, you eating prison food.
That's not. That is. People in prison wish they had that food. What are you talking about?
Bro.
Imagine, first of all, also Taco Bell with the fucking, what do they have now? The Cool Ranch.
I mean,
That's a stoner. That is absolutely a stoner.
They're just running out of ideas.
That is 100% shit me and my friends would do. Yo, what if we took Doritos and made them into a thing and put taco meat? That would be amazing. That's absolutely something me and my fucking skater friends would have been like blitzed out of our mind and thought was the greatest idea ever.
I mean,
it's a motherfucker with millions of dollars. Well, we could put that. We just put that in Taco Bell. People will buy it.
I mean a stoner.
Bro, that shit is fucking stoner.
It's not, bro. You just. When's the last time you've been stoned?
Jesus, that's even.
Just it. You don't even know what stoner food is.
No, I remember what stoner food is, bro. Funyuns are important. You have to have Funyuns when you're stoner, especially if you're white and hanging out with skater people. You're eating Funyuns when you're stoned. That's just the thing you eat. Okay.
I
was wild when we used to skate.
I challenge you to get stoned next year. Bro, and go to IHOP.
Bro, if I get stoned and go to IHOP, I'm gonna die. I mean, can I get a McRib? We don't have that here. Just make it. They can bring me out fucking 12 ribs between 2 pancakes.
And some Cheetos.
Some Cheetos. Facts. Stoner food is the closest available edible object. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like...
Bro, we used to be wild. You know, COVID changed a lot. Because when I was hanging out with when I was a little punk rock skater kid, which I know sounds weird looking at me, but I mean, people evolve. Crazy.
People evolve.
We used to skate all the time in the park, close to the house, and we used to share an Arizona tea can between 5 people.
Hey,
it'd be like 2 Mexicans, a black guy, an Asian kid, and me. Oh, and the white kid, who was the best one at skating out of all of us.
That's no shock there.
And we used to find enough money to buy 2 Arizona teas and share it between.
That just means you guys. That's camaraderie,
bro. If COVID, that's the. No shock there. Yeah, bro. I mean, we were like 13. We used to get fucking stoned and we would steal. Hold on. We would steal nothing. I've never stolen anything in my life. Let's back that up for a second. I've never stolen anything in my life. But we used to acquire alcohol and acquire the Arizona tea, and we would make drinks with it. Never did that?
No.
After getting high?
No.
And down in like a bag of... Yo, they used to have hot peanuts. Peanuts.
You don't gotta be stoned to enjoy hot peanuts?
Bro, but when you are stoned...
I feel like the only thing that's true, the only thing that could come to my head was stoner food. At least from my experience, burger and fries. That's it.
What kind of white boy?
It's like
put some mayonnaise on that, you fucking...
No, not a regular burger and fries, but not like a mom and pop burger and fries, like a fast food burger and fries.
Nah, bro. Stoner food is finding everything you can and creating the greatest thing you've ever had and then not being able to recreate it ever again. You know how often we used to put eggs in tacos? Like a whole ass egg. Make tacos. And put a whole ass egg and bacon and make and taco meat and be like, this is a taco breakfast sandwich. Man, Taco Bell needs our ideas. I bet you those motherfuckers sell a Taco Bell right now.
Taco Bell is breakfast, so maybe you might have been onto something.
But yeah,
I'm still laughing at Diva say can get behind them six homies sharing 2 Arizona.
Well, what's his name? You can do that at the fucking bathhouse. You and what's his name? Y'all can share. You can sweat and share a can of Arizona iced tea.
Ain't the stigma with all these games and anime? It's like you're supposed to drink milk tea or whatever.
What's his name? Supreme. There you are, bro.
Frank, are you an Aries? Answer the question.
Am I a what?
An Aries. Sign.
I'm not mad disrespectful, bro. I'm not mad disrespectful. I have a problem. What the fuck did you just ask me? I just got lost because he said I'm mad disrespectful.
Are you an Aries? Your sign.
Am I an Aries?
Sign.
Like
your
no
astrology.
Oh no! Aries, is that the god of war? Then yes.
Oh, it's an astrology sign.
Yeah, does it represent?
Mine would be Leo.
You're a Leo? What the fuck? Why can't I show the message?
Look more to the right. I'm down for the Arizona team.
At the bathhouse, I got you, Supreme. I got me and you will share one at a bathhouse. Me, you, and Truth.
I ain't even.
We'll put 3 straws in there.
I ain't even fucking going.
We'll all lean in and drink out of the Arizona tea together.
I'm not even. I'm not even going if a baddie tells me to go, bro. Because the shit's so cursed to me now.
Nah, bro, you going if a baddie tells you to go.
No, you know what? I'm going home.
I just spent $187 on some beef jerky. What?
Hey, do what you gotta do.
I'm a Capricorn. So there you go, pro. I'm a Capricorn. I'm not an Aries. Why would you buy 120? But that's like what? 2 bags of beef jerky?
2.5.
Without expensive beef. Have you ever tried to buy beef jerky? I've gotten them like, I want to buy some beef jerky. $8.99, and then you try to find the one with the most.
Nah, it's gone up. Like it used to be like $6. Now it's like damn near $12.
Bro, I don't fucking know.
This chick I used to see, she told.
What about my moon and rising sun?
So
bro,
this chick I used to see, she told me what all my stuff was.
The fuck is a moon and rising sun?
So like astrology is pretty trippy now. So now it's like
people need a hobby.
That is their hobby.
That's a terrible hobby.
So she told me everything is based on your location, where exactly you were born.
Italy.
It's based
Sicily.
on no, but it's like based on very specific things. So your location, the time of birth, and the date of birth.
Okay.
So based on those things, your sun and moon sign is based on like those specific factors and the time. Like so, it's like you put it all together, and then based on those specific
you get Blue's Clues.
No, based on those specific like, elements, it's like you can almost figure out somebody's personality. It's accurate to an extent. Because the chick that was like doing
Cajun
my stuff,
barbecue is busted. Love Cajun.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because the chick I was saying, she
so
was.
What the fuck are you? A moon right? Like, what's your moon rising?
I forgot, but it was just like what she was saying made sense, bro. But I almost had to like come at her sideways because she was like, "Yeah, that makes sense. You have a lot of feminine energy." I'm like, what the fuck's that mean? I'm like, huh? I'm like, huh? No, she's like, no. I'm like, huh? Nah, but it's trippy though. She was right though. Like everything she said was right, or just about everything she said was right. It's interesting. I fuck with it. I'm telling you, find someone that does it.
Is that why you can't grow a beard?
Yeah, I have too much feminine.
You have too much estrogen.
I have all this estrogen just balancing my shit, bro. Like, but I forgot like what she said exactly. And what she said, she was like,
bro, she called you the fuck out.
She did, bro. She did. I was like, but it's too much. Actually, bro, I might still have it. So like, she made me download this app too. It's called CoStar.
God.
Nah, it's cool because like you don't have to believe everything it's telling you.
The things we do for pussy.
No. It's interesting because it's like I like.
Nah, bro, listen. I'm not judging you. I do the same shit. Every guy would. Can I put mine in?
Fuck. How does? Because you have to put it. No, like
what the fuck?
You have to do it based on like. So no. Hold on.
I just want to understand. So you're a Leo Taurus. Moon,
No. I'm a Leo
and a Moon Taurus, and a Rising Taurus.
Hold on. Let me see if I.
Why is there a picture of a dick?
What are you, bro? You sus.
What is that?
Bro, it's just literally like just some random ass picture, bro. What are you looking at?
What is that?
Yo, what are you looking at?
Tell me that's not the V that goes into the cock.
It's not, bro.
Bro, Truth got a half naked man. On his phone.
It's not even, bro.
That's your star sign right there. It's some dude.
Bro, you on some demon time, bro. First this stoner shit, now this, you on some demon time. Yo, it's literally just
star signs rising cock.
Bro, it's literally just a fucking picture of like a fucking blotch, and this guy's like, "Yo, it's a meat." What are you looking at, bro?
You're a rising dick.
Bro, you want some like demon time, bro.
All right, I'm sorry. So figure this thing out. Why is there a coconut?
You want some demons? Hold up. I'm trying to like figure this out.
Yeah, but she saved it. She saved it up there for you.
No. It's based on the information like we have put in. The site does it for you. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yours is saved.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to make heads or tails of it because it's been so long. It's but once you understand it, it makes perfect. Hold on, let me just do this. Right, hold up. If you just do this,
I'm gonna die, chat. I'm gonna fucking die.
All right, so like it'll be like, hey, do these things. Wear sunglasses, finger food, candlelight. So it's like those are like like little personality quirk things. It's like don't do this. I don't even know. Oh, so
don't be holier than thou. Don't be fake. Don't give compliments?
No, don't give fake compliments.
Oh, fake compliments. Okay, that should probably be together, like with a comma after compliments.
Yeah, that's
okay, thank you.
But it's telling you things.
Don't be compliments.
It's telling you things you should do based on your personality and things you should avoid.
I'm having an English brain fart. What is a sneer?
I want to say it's like when you take a jab at somebody, like if I'm, it's like I'm making a joke at you. You know what I'm saying? Like roasting you type shit. Let me just make sure.
But like in a mean way.
Yes.
So you're not laughing with the person. You're laughing at the person.
Right. Okay. That's what I think it is. But let me just make sure.
I wonder what mine is.
Nah, that's the whole thing. You're gonna have to have somebody explain it to you. Bro.
Yeah, I'm not. I stopped.
No, it's interesting just to see it, bro.
All I know is
a contentious or mocking smile, remark, or tone. So it's like roasting somebody.
Oh, okay. But in a meaning way.
Yeah, like that.
Towards. I got it. Yes. That's kind of like looking down.
Yes.
You're doing.
Yes.
Okay. That
was an interesting tangent. So thank you, Protocol, for that.
Yeah.
Yes, and you wild, bro. Yo, you on the radar, bro.
On what radar?
You on the you on that boy said, hey, that's the
it's a dick. I'm wild when you got the picture of the V shape of a man on your phone.
It's not. It's just literally a blotch, bro.
It's a blotch of the V shape.
No, it's not. Okay. Where do you even see that?
It's at the V part. What do you mean?
Yo, you. Nah, so you on that Supreme shit tonight, bro?
Yeah.
You smoking that Supreme? You smoking that Supreme pack? Fucking get out.
Yo, let me get a Supreme pack. Yo, go buy smokes. I'm like, yo, let me get that bathhouse Supreme pack, please.
Yeah, he's smoking on that bath water. Nah, but it's cool though. It kind of like
yours kind of sucks though because yours was TARDIS for both. I'm gonna assume it should be 3 different fucking things, but yours is like 2. Leo TARDIS.
TARDIS.
What was it called? Taurus. Sorry.
But it's cool though because it's like it teaches like if you link that site or not site if you link it with other people it tells you if they're compatible.
Whatever. That's so.
No, like in a personality.
Speaking of compatible personality, I for years, till I was like 27, thought I was a dragon in this Chinese zodiac. Alright, listen, because it says, okay, the year, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, it doesn't tell you when the Chinese New Year starts. It just says the year. So if you're born in the year of 1988, you're a dragon.
Okay.
So for 20 plus years, I was like, I'm a fucking dragon. Let's go. And they're like, you're not a dragon. I'm like, I'm a dragon.
And then you looked it up as you're the rat.
No, it's even worse. Then I look it up, and I'm like, fuck. It starts in February, which means I was born in January of the previous year, which is the year of the fucking rabbit.
That's not bad, though.
But I went from dragon to rabbit.
Not wrong. They ain't little Bugs Bunny.
I mean, that makes sense. I love Bugs Bunny. But the point is...
You were living a lie.
But it was my truth, though. The Chinese restaurants lied to me. It didn't say February 1998.
No, you just didn't do enough. You just didn't do enough due diligence.
What due diligence? I was 7 at a Chinese restaurant with the color
you, bro. You should have did more.
I should have used my smartphone at 7 and looked it up.
You should have connected to Google,
bro. I ended up being a rabbit. Said I was, and then the girl I was dating at the time, she's like, "Yeah, that makes more sense. You can go fuck yourself."
See, you got insulted too. Well, not insulted, but you got called out too.
But
it's call outs you
got.
got.
Rabbits fuck a lot.
Hey, see,
So I'll take it.
Look at the benefit. See, but here's the thing too. Like, the more I think about shit like that, like, you can't be getting offended at when people call you out on certain things, because there's some truth to it, and two, you can't be like too much of one thing. You have to.
Yo, I know, but that's why it made me laugh.
So that's why the chick was like calling me out. She's like, "Oh, that's why you got that feminine energy." I'm like, "Oh, feminine energy," but I'm like, "Yo, I need that to balance." You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you sit there, if you sit there and just
truth is like, I suck dick to balance me.
Now you just on some other shit, yo. What's wrong with you today, bro?
Yeah, I'm on that feminine shit. Balance.
Bro, you on some. You trying to tell me something, bro? You gotta relax.
Me? You're the one who got called out for feminine energy.
Yeah, but it's like,
I've never been told I've been feminine in my entire life.
It's because it was like, she was like, the way I come at people. It's like feminine energy, and it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it reminded me. She gave me an example. You know, like that dude, like Charlamagne the God.
Yes.
Like how that's like feminine energy. The way how he like pushes people buttons. That's like feminine energy.
I guess. I don't know.
That guy, I'm surprised that dude hasn't been choked out on live radio. He gets so disrespectful, like, bro. And I eat that shit up. I'm like, bro, like he says shit I wish I could say.
You know how I know I don't have I mean, I probably do have some. Everybody has mixtures of everything. But you know how I know officially that I don't have any overly feminine qualities, even though sometimes you're like, man,
bro, because you covered in hair.
Other than the fact that I'm a fucking sloth. Other than the fact that I'm a sloth, yes. So our friend, a good friend of ours, David. I'm not gonna say his last name. I'm just gonna call him.
Yeah,
David.
well, we're not gonna say his last name. That's rude.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say. But a good friend of ours, he did an entire chart amongst all our friends about the percentage of gay people.
Bro,
listen.
How does that even work?
I asked. This is what I asked.
Where's the science behind this?
That's what I asked. He said, I just
feel it.
I just know. This is what I feel like. And even in the giant group chat with the fighting game community, for a while, he changed everybody's percentage and didn't tell them what it was. So some people were like 2%, some people were 10%. And I asked him. So I looked at him, and I'm like, yo, so everyone has a little, you think everyone is a little gay? And I'm like,
exactly. Let him know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't equal gay, but I'm saying, whatever.
Let him tell this.
Whatever, fucking cancel me. I don't care. But like, there's a way. I grew up in a generation where nothing was recorded. If anything I did was recorded, I would have been fucking canceled years ago.
Well, you changed. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But anyway, so he goes around and he goes, yeah, he's like 10% gay. That guy, 2% gay. Him, 12% gay. And
Where are these numbers coming from?
He just felt that because he's
like, I'm a guy that's like, if you can throw a number at me, I have to know where the number comes from.
He's bi and he's more gay than straight. But that's where he gets it from. That's what he tells me all the time. So
at least the chick I was seeing had the fucking stars back in her shit.
But it's his gaydar. Gaydar is way more accurate. Okay?
No, it's not.
It's 100% more accurate.
Actually, I don't even know.
Exactly. So he's pointing out people, and then there's a couple of people we know that he's like, you're like 10% gay. And he's like, why do you say that? It's like, because you look like you're not gay, but if somebody wanted to give you some loving, you wouldn't say no.
You sound like Supreme with that bathhouse shit.
So I'm getting excited because I'm like, man, gay dudes, they take care of themselves. I have a lot of gay friends. They're all very attractive. They take care of themselves. Everybody likes them. So I'm like, yo, what percent gay am I? I'm getting excited.
You're getting fucking amped.
And he looked at me with a straight face. And David, he looked at me with a straight face. He went, Frank, you are 0% gay. I got so mad. You
got offended.
He's like, you, this person, and this person, 0% gay. There's anything gay about you. I'm like, this is how stereotypically stupid I am. I'm going to tell myself. I was trying to gay myself up. I was like, yo, but I like Lady Gaga. He's like, that doesn't make you gay. I love musicals. He's like, the fact that you're trying to be more gay is proof that there's nothing gay.
You're like, wait, please, no, stop. Recalculate.
Yeah, I need 1%.
I need a recount.
0.5%, something. It was pretty funny though.
The thing that makes that story for me is the fact that there's no fucking stats. It's just
his point of view.
It's just feelings. Yep. Not even the stars are backing it. The stars tell me based on this and this positioning, this can happen or this is happening. This man's just like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, bro. It just is what it is.
You have no gay.
I mean, if he told me I was a percentage, I gotta just be like, fuck, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I guess I am.
Say. Like, I don't know the chart.
Yo, what's up, Kenshin? You came in on quite a conversation.
I was like, I don't know the chart. Like, but yeah, man. Moral of everything, this is all Protocol's fault that we went off on this wild ass tangent. Moral of everything is just be open to everything, man. I've been more open to hearing different people's point of view. I have a friend, and everybody knows this friend in chat. You don't know him, but I have a friend, and I have to be brutally honest. He thinks the Earth is flat, right?
He's a flat earther?
He's a flat earther, right? But
okay, it's fine.
But here's what I'm saying. He makes a compelling argument. I don't believe him. I'm sorry, I don't support him, his opinion, and I don't understand it fully, but I respect his right to believe it. You get what I'm saying? So like, that's what we got to do a better job of. Like when we hear certain things that are not completely off the wall, but crazy, we have to do a better job of just accepting what people believe and just kind of just meeting a middle ground. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that middle ground is not, talking about it anymore, agreeing to disagree. Instead of people just being like, oh, you don't think like the way I do, fuck you, like you're a bad person. No.
Yeah, but I feel like
because the person that believes that the earth is flat, he's a great person. One of the most reliable people I know, and just an overall funny ass person, right? But it's the fact of the matter is, I don't believe that shit. I don't think I'm ever gonna believe it. Can that change in 20 years? Maybe, right? But it just know that, we gotta do a better job of it, like trying to understand shit we don't understand instead of just dismissing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's the same thing. Homegirl said I'm feminine, right? I'm like, fuck that. I'm masculine. Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking lift some weights right now.
See, like, I'm getting offended. Me trying to
right, I'm getting offended, right? But then
give me some steak.
But then the more
why isn't this food cooked correctly?
Nah, we don't do that, bro.
I know.
We respect women on this podcast.
100%. I've gotten in too many fights with old friends of mine because they were hitting their girls.
Whoa, relax, bro. That got dark.
I really have. So many times my friends got a few of my friends that I don't talk to anymore will get drunk and try to swing on the girl.
Fuck them, bro.
And they were way bigger than me, and I'm like, bro, no, hit me. Go ahead.
You were breaking their nose.
Nah, it was more like they were drunk and I would trip them into the wall.
You give them a titty twister.
No, you just trip somebody who's drunk into the wall, grab their arm bar them, and hold them down. Where are they gonna go? Doesn't matter how strong you are. If you armbar somebody correctly, they're not moving.
Into the wall? That's where they're going.
They were already into the wall. So
right, that's where they're going.
Anyway,
back to what I was saying. Keep an open mind. Stop literally getting to arguments with strangers on the internet. Just believe what you want to believe and live the life that you want to live. That's all I'm going to say on that. But that was
wild.
Fucking hilarious. And you know us better now. So anybody who listens to this in the future, you're going to know us better now. And know that we're not all full of shit. We're not all full of shit here at A Case of the Sundays.
Yeah. And if and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have them.
I've never heard that. And I'm gonna ask you to not repeat that because all I heard was candy and butts and that shit was random.
If and buts. The word if and the word but. Okay. So if somebody's giving you like, well, if this and but this. You say, well, if and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Okay, I understand.
There you go. Butts and nuts. That's all you heard. Fucking feminine energy over here. So let's change the topic.
On that note, my journey to not be racist has been good. Good.
What? What do you mean?
Yes, I was very racist to my own people back in the day. See, that's good. That's good,
but
man. You have to identify things like that because it's like if you don't identify things like that, you don't think you have a problem.
I guess, but when I was young, even when I was younger, man, like even though I'd be lying if I would not make jokes with friends because I've had a lot of friends that are just. I mean, even in Italy, Sicily is a big melting pot compared to the rest of Italy. And Florida and United States is a big melting pot. I've always been around people that are different colors. And to me, I never understand. I understand that there has to be an explanation. And my brain can't get, right? Not a logical or accepted explanation. I'm just saying, why wouldn't you be mad at somebody for what they said or did? Why are you mad at somebody for literally they can't control it? It's not like I'm born and I'm like, you know what? Italian. It's not a character fucking creator, right? Right? You weren't born and went black. Right? That's not it. So
But hypothetically speaking, if I did have the choice, I would go black. Again. Just saying.
I mean,
if God gave me like, hey bud, round two.
Black. Yeah? You wouldn't do something else?
Black.
I would do something. I would.
We'll save that for next week.
Yeah, that's a good topic. What would you do next week? Yeah. But anyway, I just never understood it. I never understood how you can hate somebody for something they can. I completely understand hating somebody and not caring what their race is.
I like where this is going.
Because...
But we can turn this into another episode.
Yeah, we'll turn this into another episode. Don't hate people for something they can't fucking control. It's so stupid. Even if they're women. That's the same thing. You can't... It doesn't matter what you're born or you feel like you're born at gender. Right. Just don't fucking hate somebody because, why? Because she pees sitting down? Shut the fuck up, dumbass. Anyway.
So Supreme said, I'm light skinned in the hood near a lot of ignorant people. I was a racist towards anyone but black people. Also, I met black people near me. I mean, that's just part of the environment, and you had to adapt around that. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people are gonna definitely, you know, be the way they are. But we're gonna touch base on this another week. Yeah. This is why I like this is why I like when you guys chime in, because this can turn into later episodes.
Yeah,
and
this will be next week. This is thought
provoking.
Yeah. Kenshin, we actually, if you get a chance, man, when I re-upload this, you can watch the first part of the podcast. We talked all about that, specifically around Friday sales. But yeah, I got a couple of good things.
I did all mine online.
Yeah, I did all mine online. So the last topic that we have here is there's a little more serious topic. We'll try to make it funny, but it is a little more serious. How do we learn to accept change?
That's easy.
For that, to you, maybe.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, that's not easy.
I just want to say it was easy.
Oh, okay. So how do we accept change? Something... So, I won't talk about it, but there's something happening in my life next few months where I'm lucky enough to get ahead of the game and accept the change. We've all had that time where something happens in your life that you can't control. How do you accept it? How do you accept it? If you don't accept it, why are you being toxic to yourself? How do we accept change? I can tell you that I'm a very reflective person and I overly focus on stuff. So I used to procrastinate a lot, whereas now instead of procrastinating, I just overly reflect ahead of time and plan ahead of time because I like having a backup plan. But when I was younger, I did not like it at all, which is usually the opposite. It's usually when you're younger, you're more susceptible.
Right.
And when you get older, you're not. And now I force myself to either meditate or work through what I need to in my brain as far as change. Because there's a quote, whether you like him or not, Tom Hanks, the actor. There's a quote that he's always said. It's a very basic quote, but it's a real quote. This too shall pass. And you need to always keep that in your head, no matter what position you are in life. Either broke, crying, depressed, all the way to making the most money you've ever made in your life. That too shall pass. And we just have to, I feel like we have to all discover ways to accept and embrace change, because if you let it happen, as opposed to you not controlling the change or not flowing with it, it always backfires.
Right.
If change is coming to you and you are not the immovable object. Everyone treats change like it's an unstoppable force, and I'm the immovable object. That's not the case. Change is an unstoppable force, and you're gonna fucking move. It's gonna knock you down, and then you're gonna get up. It's gonna, then you're gonna get up, and again, that's what it's gonna do. But everyone feels like they're the immovable object. So how do we learn to just ride the wave? And for me, it's meditating, and usually it's water meditation, shower. But it's meditating and just trying to understand ahead of time, develop a game plan, and get myself ready for when it happens, so that when the change is here, I'm not totally shocked. I'm not so taken out of it that I can't focus and control what I need to do and follow what I need to follow.
Right. So I'm glad you opened up on that. That was a good one. Very thought provoking. So I'm just gonna read what these guys are saying. It's harder. Over said it's harder than you think to accept change. Good things come to an end, but it's hard to let go. Yes. I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on that. If you're ignorant to the problems that you're introduced to the melting pot, you'll never be able to accept the change. But as I say this, I'm very lazy and a master procrastinator. But first step is identifying, right? And then you said previously before that, before you can change, you have to accept yourself first. That is key as well.
That's
so I'm gonna say this. So I'm kind of glad we went on that weird ass tangent we went on earlier, because now we can get a little bit serious. And I'm gonna get a little serious right now. 2021 has been a rough year. So I lost two people, two friends of mine this year. One Soul Calibur player, went by the name of Young Emmy. Great guy, great person. I just have to say this about him. If you've ever played me in a fighting game, or if you've ever played me in person, I should say, in a fighting game, I am just an absolute displeasure to play against, because I talk a lot of shit. I like to play mind games.
You're competitive.
I'm competitive. I like to trash talk as I'm playing. And I can tell you one thing about playing Emmy, like, it was so cool. There would be times where, like, I'll be beating his ass, right? Which was very few times, but there'd be times I'll just be beating his ass, and I'll just be shit talking. He's just sitting there smiling. He's just like, yo, play again. And it wasn't like he was ignoring it. It's just like, that's how pure he was. He was such a good guy that I couldn't phase him. And deep down, that would upset me, because it's like, that's part of my game plan. I want you to be upset, because I'm going to feed off your upset energy, and I'm going to make you do something bad, and I'm going to trash you for doing that bad option. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't do that, right? And I think that was just such a great thing about him, and he was just such a great guy. And then the other person I'm going to bring up is my childhood friend. Her name was Kelly. She was an artist up in Philly. She went by the stage name 757, and she was a great person. And she actually was, the way you see how I act now, you should thank her, because a lot of you guys openly support me in the things I do. And if you like the way I act, she had a hand in it, because I grew up with a group of, like, individuals, kind of like we'll call it like a cul-de-sac, like Ed and Eddie type of thing. We lived in an apartment complex. It wasn't exactly a cul-de-sac, but it was like that same vibe, like Ed and Eddie. She was one of us, right? And losing her, and there was a good chunk of time, like 2-3 weeks, where you didn't see me on stream and you didn't see me on the podcast, and that's what I was dealing with, because I went into a complete mental haze, and I went into a complete not shut down, but just kind of like, I was numb. I was like, I didn't give a shit about anything. I was like, man, this fucking sucks, right? I expected to die, but I got a lot of closure. I got a chance to speak at her funeral, and this is killing me still, and I'm getting over it slowly. And I even looked at the message 10 weeks ago, or from 10 weeks ago. I was messaging her on Instagram. We were catching up. She's talking about how she wanted to come back to Florida, right? And this is killing me. And this is why I'm so hell-bent on getting a lot of money and quitting a traditional 9-to-5 job. Because I get so involved in my 9-to-5 job, and I give it my all, and I get tired, and I neglect people, and I neglect the things I love, right? And it was one of those things where I was just tired that week, and I barely even messaged her back, and I should have, right? And I remember we were just talking, and fast forward back to the funeral. I got a chance to look at the casket, and I gave her the response from the last message, that she had given me, and it gave me a lot of closure. After got a chance to speak with her mother, which is someone that we grew up with as well, and she allowed us into her home, and we all, as children, we had, a safe place in her home, and, we grew up with her daughter. And one thing I'll tell you that made me feel so much better, that I'm going to relate to you guys, and everybody's spirituality is different. I'm not going to tell you how to believe it, but I think, me personally, I think there's an afterlife, right? So with that being said, right, there's an afterlife. This isn't just it for us, right? And she said something, and we all were just kind of like down and just in the moment. And she was so upbeat, and she was just like embracing her daughter's energy. And she was like, I'm so glad to see you guys. You guys grew up to be wonderful men and women, this and that, yada, yada, yada. And then she said, you know what? Don't just think this is over. You're going through tough times. Just remember that Kelly's with you, there in your heart. And there's a few times where, like, I was getting ready for work or I was about to do something. I feel it, and I'm like, she's still here with me, bro. And I'm just like, I needed to hear that. And if you still have somebody, a friend, loved one, pet, whatever it may be, they're still with you. I wholeheartedly believe that they're still with you, not only in memory, but they're in your spirit, bro. And you have to really embrace that. And going back to what we were initially saying, to tie it all back, with change. This has been one of the toughest years of my life because I had to embrace change I had never dealt with. And these people are no longer physically with me. But part of the change of me going forward is that they're here in my heart. And their memories are still here with me. And they loved me as I was when I was on this earth with them. And I will continue to love them as they are when they're not on this earth with me. And until we meet again. That's all I'm going to say on that.
I mean, and then to follow up with
That's
that.
all I'm going to say.
Other than I hope everybody has their own... Oh, good, man. Well, yo, what up, Gomez? Other than I hope everybody finds their own way of dealing
with change. That was my personal experience with change, losing two people close to me. And like I said, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the life that we're given. And I hope going forward you guys can deal with change.
We've spoken about this before. Like, I pulled... When Truth told me this, I pulled him aside. I was like, bro, this like your first friend? Like, kind of thing. Like, it sucks.
It's one of the first people I ever met. And one of the things that's so special to me...
Well, I meant, like, is this the first loss?
Yeah. One of my first, like, real friends. Because, like I said, it was a small group of us. And I'll tell you this. One thing that I'm blessed about, growing up in the era that me and Ixley Hammer grew up, there was a lot of socialization, in terms of like meeting people outside. Now we meet a lot of people on the internet. I'm not saying I take my internet friends for granted, but it's definitely different when you meet an internet person in person. Wholeheartedly, it's always different, right? So, the traditional meeting someone in public or meeting someone at school or meeting someone, in the neighborhood definitely is different than meeting someone on the internet. But like I said, when you meet in person, completely different. So it's like, losing that close person to me has just been crazy. This man said, this is why my bathhouse meetup reveal will be so key.
That's true.
Jesus.
You'll never forget that.
You know what's crazy? I ain't finna be there for that.
You should be. You will never...
Ixley Hammer is gonna be there.
Truth will be there. But if we have to kidnap him, he'll be there.
See, why do you always resort to that?
Because...
Y'all always be like... Hey man, he don't want to do it.
Because
we're gonna force him to do it.
Bro, you got that feminine energy. It can't be that hard to get.
Good. That means I'm using that energy to be like, hey man, there's danger in that bathhouse. I'm not going.
Nah, bro, that's not.
I'm staying home.
Yeah, because if that's how feminine energy work, serial killers would have never happened. What the fuck are you talking about? That's dangerous.
Yo, serial killers probably have a lot of feminine energy.
My point is, if that's how
they probably do.
But if that's how feminine energy worked, they would have never succeeded.
I mean, everything happens, right?
I'll bring the towels.
I will end up dropping off like a PS4. I'll see you disappear.
All right, let's end this.
Dark.
I do want to end this on something. Did you know they found the Zodiac killer like a month and a half ago?
I heard something about that. I know. Just to give you context, I know nothing about the Zodiac killer.
Okay, I'm not gonna go through the Zodiac. I'm gonna say he was just a very famous serial killer in America.
Yeah, I know.
So they found him. That man died in 2018. It was some dude named Gary something. And this is a group that found him. The FBI refuses to admit that they found him because they didn't find him. But it was some dude named Gary. And his best friend kept posting pictures with him. Hey, me with my best buddy, the Zodiac killer. On like Facebook and shit. And people were like, that's funny. He looks like the Zodiac killer. Bro, this man was wild. This man, so people figured out who he was. They found everything about him. This man used to go... First of all, this man, the funniest thing is he went to other serial killer movies and then would leave reviews. Like he went to watch the Charles Manson and then he wrote a review and he's like 1 star. Charles Manson isn't that big of a deal. I'm a bigger deal. And like, he was a Katy Perry fan, and he's like, "You're a national treasure, just like me." Yeah, it was wild, bro.
People just...
Bro, look it up. The Zodiac Killer is named Gary. Bro, the fact that he was leaving reviews and saying he went to what's her name? It's another, I forget the name of the singer, and he wrote, "This is a killer album, just like me." Up until he died, was reviewing movies about himself. Like, you would a bunch of half the shit in this movie didn't actually happen the way like he was telling on himself on the internet until he died.
That man had, bro. He had an assistant, somebody in the legal system.
Bro, imagine living as a Zodiac.
No, I can't imagine that. I have too much of a fucking conscience.
My point is, imagine living as a Zodiac Killer to the point where 2018, bro, 2018, to the point where smartphones exist, the MCU is out and shit, and you are going to movies to watch people try to figure out who the fuck you are. That's respect to to all the people that died that he killed, which was completely wrong. But you can't tell me that's not the most gangster shit. Like, of all time, that man killed a bunch of people and then went and watched movies about people telling his story.
Oh, I can hardly say that is not the most gangster shit of all time. Fuck that guy.
I mean, yes, fuck that guy. But that's the most gangster shit of all. Like Pablo Escobar be damned. The only person that probably tops him is Mussolini. The only person. Because Mussolini was such a crazy dictator, like Hitler, that man was photoshopping people out of photos before computers existed. And that's not a joke. That man was so paranoid that if you parted your hair different, he would think that you're a traitor and kill you and then erase you from pictures. Before, there was no digital. He would put a tree in the pictures. He just figured it out. That man would erase you. I never knew Brandon. I never knew his family. It would just be podcasts of Mussolini and nobody. It would just be him talking to nobody.
I would just be gone. The whole channel just goes under.
I don't respect him either. I'm just saying, like, the thought.
Nah, you gotta be, like, I have too much of a conscience. You gotta be built. You gotta be built different.
But that's the point, like,
to blend in like that. You know
and then like, go watch movies about yourself.
I can't do it. I gotta
like
the weight of all that shit would have crushed me. Like,
you have to be built different.
Yeah,
that is a different.
I would have physically been, or not physically. I would have been emotionally crushed at some point in time. Like, fuck, I can't do it. I gotta turn myself in.
Yeah, but serial killers are crazy. You know what? There is no serial killers that are Capricorn.
That you know of?
No, I mean, that's true. There could be one there. You know, they said that millennials, before we end this, they said that millennials are killing the serial killers. A comedy thing I read, but it's like millennials are killing the serial killer industry because we don't answer the door for nobody.
Right.
We just don't answer the door. Whereas back then they left their doors open.
Yeah, like, motherfucking, like, what's the most that's gonna happen to you this, like, in this day and age? You get hacked? Like,
yeah,
you get in my house.
No, but you know, it is crazy all the stuff they found actually, like, more and more and more. Like, they think there's a big theory that what the fuck is his name? He's on one of the he's on our money. I
don't know. There's a lot of people on our money.
Okay, not George Washington, not Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
So, there's a theory that Benjamin Franklin was a serial killer.
Oh, I don't.
And there's a theory that
American history is already a fucking dark place. It is, man.
But on top of that, they found, like, there's the Yake Hotel, something hotel. It's in Japan. I forget the name of it. And there's photos because the guy was taking photos while he was waiting for the police. And it was a business owner whose business was failing, and he ran a hotel with all women. And because he didn't want to lose his employees and he was going bankrupt, he told them all he was going to give them gifts and to line up and one at a time come outside with him to the backyard. And he would close the door and pull them in one at a time. And there's pictures of them, like, standing in line. And he would, like, tie him up, put him upside down, behead him. Next, tie him up, put him upside down, behead him. 2 of the girls survived because he didn't go all the way through or whatever. And the worker that found it, nobody would have ever found it.
So what is this in regards to?
Like a serial killer. He's a serial killer. So the worker that found it called the police and started taking pictures because he's like, I'm not going to fucking go in there. But there's, like, pictures of it and it's crazy. Some serial killer stories that are coming out now are insane. Because there's just a shit people are discovering that.
Yeah, it just got buried.
It just got buried for years and years and years.
Yeah, bro.
Christopher Columbus fucked manatees because he thought they were mermaids. And on that note...
I don't even... What?
That's a real thing. And on that note...
Hold on, before we before we do that, I wanna
That's a true thing.
Before I have to go look that up later. We brought up a topic, so I want to make sure we flesh out the topic. I want to make sure we flesh out the topic before we bring it up next week. We were talking about like melting pot type things. So how do y'all want to word the topic for next week? Because I want to continue this.
Well, it was less about a melting pot and more about how do you hate somebody for something they can't.
Right, but I want to like put it into like exact words like that. But I want to see what Supreme like how he wants to word it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
he was
gotcha.
the main one. You know that was going about it. Yeah. Like let's word it so we have one of them knocked down.
But let's not call it the racism. That's a terrible.
Well, not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna word it. You know, and we'll be like,
what's
hey,
the topic for next week?
And then we're gonna be like, hey, this was something we had touched base. If you were watching last week, so that means y'all better be watching these podcasts so you can draw the correlation.
Our topic for today, the racist one.
Draw these correlations. Damn, I don't know.
I'll figure out. We'll figure out.
Wait, that's why we're trying to talk it out. We can just talk it out real quick.
Yeah, but it's 9:40, so I want to keep it between 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's why.
All right, we'll talk about.
We'll figure it out, guys.
We'll talk about this.
Thank you for coming by. I had a lot of fun,
bro.
There's
a lot of emotion in this one.
There was a lot of laughing.
Yo, we left it on the table. We left it on the table on this one.
Yeah, we did, and we hope you guys are still enjoying these. We'll be back next week. Right, as far as I know, we're back next week.
Maybe.
Maybe
I might just ditch you to go stream.
But that's what this is. This is streaming.
I'm just kidding.
You can stream all day. Then you jerk off and come here. Nah? He doesn't have to do all that.
I just ditch you.
He's going to ditch me and jerk off? Got it.
Yeah.
Fix podcast chat in the server.
All right, I'll take a look at it. But...
Oh, yeah, because until I was an admin, I couldn't do anything on it.
Right.
So we probably should make it that people can talk about it. Yeah, so that was a problem. Before you made me an admin, I couldn't see anything on that.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's admin only or not. So every single episode that gets posted on there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Good call out, because I just want to make it a post.
And I told you.
I want to make it a post only channel, so we'll fix that.
Yeah.
But
I told you that, and you told me it's a post only channel. I'm like, yeah, but I can't see it.
Yeah, so I gotta change the permissions. My bad. I just didn't want people talking.
All right, guys. Thank you again.
And as always,
turn your passion
into fashion.
Hold on, let me click the button.